Hi everyone, this video demonstrates how to create an iPhone app. A very simple one, and it will try to follow the model view controller pattern of an iPhone development. So I'm going to create a new Xcode project, which is a view-based, one single view for the iPhone. I'm going to call this echo text, which is a very simple application to echo the user input in the label. The three files that you're going to work with: echo text view controller.h, echo text view controller.m, echo text view controller.xib. The xib is the file that is going to contain all the different graphics objects that you're going to put into your iPhone application. I'm going to change the background to yellow, which is one of my favorite colors. I'm going to bring up the library. By the way, if you don't see this view attributes, this comes from Tools Inspector. I can turn on and turn off using this Tools Inspector menu item. So I want to add a text field, make it a bit bigger so the user can type in something, a label that the user can enter or have as the input being echoed back over here. These lines will allow you to align them, and finally the push button. The push button, I'm going to put in the title "Push Me" so the user knows that it's something that a user can interact with. The label, I can just remove the words label so the user doesn't have to see the word label, and then change layout to be centered. So I'm pretty much done with this user interface for the time being. We'll come back to this later on, so we save it. We get rid of the inspector and also the library. Alright, let's go back to the .h file. This is a header file that I'm going to put in some code. I have some code already created, so I'm just going to put them in. And basically what it does is that I'm going to declare the data, or in the model view controller terminology is the model that we're going to work with. This is a view. It only shows you what is the input and output that the user will be interacting with. This is the model, the data that the user actually will be storing the information into your code. There's an IB outlet, which allows you to connect from the view to the code later on, and the data is actually stored in this variable input from user, and the label echo back is going to be used to store the data to be echoed back into this label. And these are added properties that the code can work with for the variables input from user and echo back. All right. And this is the method that we're going to type in later on to actually take the input from the text field and put it into the label. All right. So let's save this. And for the view controller M, just to remind us what kind of variables that we have created. So I'm going to just type in a few lines of code, add synthesize this input from user, add synthesize. These are basically special statements to actually generate the code. Okay, and then for the action, and I have the echo text sender, and basically what I want to do is to put into echo back, which is the variable for the label dot text. It's going to take the text field from input from user and put it into the label. All right. The last thing we want to do is to do the simulation for the iPhone build and run. As soon as you hit build and run, the data is the code is being saved, and so we should see the simulator running now. There it is. After loading the application into your iPhone simulator, you can see the background is yellow. So if I type in hello, when you hit push me, you would expect something to show up here, but it doesn't. Well, the reason it doesn't is because you have your view, you have your model, which is your data in the controller, but they're not connected. All right, so the last thing we want to do is to connect between the view and the model and the controller. All right, to do this, I hold down the control key, click on click on this text field, and what I need to do is go all the way down here, click on this new referencing outlet. Basically what that means is that connect this text field to the file's owner, whatever the file, the data you have created, and you notice there's this input from user. Okay, that's the variable that you just created. Click on that. So now this text field is connected to this data item input from user. You do the same thing for label. Hold down the control key, click on it, and drag from the circle to the file's owner, and there's your echo back. All right. And the last thing you want to do is to hold down the control key, or actually click on this one, hold down the control key, and now you want to connect this action, which is touch up inside, and drag it to your file's owner, and there's your echo text method that you have created. All right. So you have done all these connections, save, and then run again, and your simulator will start again, and then your application will load. If you type in hello, push me, and it's hello back. All right, that's enough for the time being. In the next video, we want to get rid of this keyboard. We may want to do something about the string. So if you type in Ben, when you hit push me, instead of just saying Ben, I want to say hello Ben. All right, see you next time.